Good morning, Danielle Jaarveth. I hope you're all doing well. We're going to get the reading started, but if you want to leave your questions in the chat at the end of the read, it's about 10 minutes long. I will answer a few questions. I'll pull a few cards. Let's see. We're going to start the day out with the Ace of Pentacles. That's a potent card, but let's see what covers it really quick. The Six of Swords reversed. All right, so we've planted seeds, metaphorically, or it's springtime in the northern hemisphere. We may have actually planted some seeds. Maybe we're germinating inside a greenhouse or something until the weather's warm enough to move them outside. We're enduring a situation that's something that we've put a lot into, or that we have invested in and we don't want to walk away from. I need to wake up. What works for or against us? The Knight of Cups. Those rose-colored glasses that we talked about yesterday. We don't want to settle, but we also want to find something that brings us joy and grow that, right? But what works for or against us is we may have there's too many things that we have interest in. Like we're romanticizing things. Maybe thinking that, I know I have so many interests, and if I don't focus in on one and accomplish something with one, I don't get a lot done. I get a little bit of a lot of things done. It's that jack of all trades, master of none. But we're romanticizing everything and seeing it maybe not through practicality or through practical eyes, something like this. Let's get a little bit more. Your conscious thought is the Eight of Swords. I think you're locked in your mind, locked in your ideas, and not very approachable. I know that's a silly card, but if you think of the traditional, Rider-Waite card, that's similar, is that consciously we're not really accepting input from others. Maybe we've gone internal to get answers, which, yeah, subconsciously, what are we thinking? The Moon reversed. Okay. So things are being revealed to us internally. Maybe that's why we are in meditation and prayer, is that things are being revealed to us. The Moon is all about, it can be initiation. Things aren't what they seem. Can be a little scary, but when it's reversed, it says those illusions have been lifted and we see things fairly clear. What is in our recent past? The Magician reversed. This can be blaming others for our failures. This can be not doing our will, focusing on what others were saying or doing. And that's of the past. So how are we moving forward? The Queen of Cups. I like that energy. Someone that shows up to my readings, I think, has the Queen of Cups energy because I see it often. I like the Queen of Cups energy because it has a little bit of Gemini with it. So we have Cancer with a little bit of Gemini, and so we've got the intellect. This is an old, a more mature, the Queen's got a more mature energy than the Knight, and she has clarity through emotion. Very insightful. This is the psychic you want to be, or the intuition you want to have. It's nurturing, maternal. Could be masculine too. This coming out as a feminine energy but this is in the near future. You're coming out as the Hanged Man. Nope, that's the World. I always think of this guy as the Hanged Man, as you can see him. But it's the World, and it's reversed. So this is of the element Earth. If you're one for the Tree of Life, you're right down at Malkuth, and it's reversed. So we've got something could have shattered our world. Something is holding us on from closing up a chapter and starting on a new one. Let's see what's in our environment. The Three of Cups. Okay, people are celebrating. We're going out with our friends. Maybe there's a birthday party or a wedding celebration. There's something happening where there's celebration, but we haven't closed out a cycle. We have some sort of a block and we're not able to close this up, or maybe we're not able to enjoy ourselves. Maybe we are, I don't know, it's in our environment. And it may be a little different for each of us. It made me smile though. I've been kind of grumpy, so thanks for that. Your hope or fear, the Two of Cups reversed. Your hope to end a situation, your hope and fear is an ending to a relationship, or an agreement or a situation. It's a hope and a fear. And the potential outcome is the Two of Pentacles. So we're going to be busying ourselves. This is that doing a lot of different things. Where the hope was that we focus on one. Capricorn energy. We've got the Ace of Pentacles and it evolves to the Two of Pentacles. So there is evolution in this, and this is just in one day. So we went from the Ace of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles in one day. We don't have any Wands energy here though. We have intellect. We do have communication. And emotion is what's driving us, because we don't have the wands out here, the momentum. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Hopefully it's wands. We need some wand energy. Queen of Wands reversed. She's going to get things done, this Queen of Wands. I mean, she's the one to get it done. If there's going to be one, either her or the King of Wands is a go-getter, get things done, but she's reversed. Which is a big step away from the Queen of Cups. And this is what we don't see coming. And I'm gonna share a little story. It's kind of dumb, but I'm zened out most of the time. I'm living in joy. I'm adoring the sun, when it rises, and at noon, I live in joy a lot of the time. But I had a neighbor, a passerby, stick a soda, just a fountain soda, in my garbage can, and without a bag, it was probably full because it made the bottom of my garbage can sticky. And then I put my garbage in there. That was on me. And then a week later, when my garbage goes to be taken by the garbage truck, my garbage stuck to the bottom, so none of my garbage went. And it's amazing how something as dumb as that can flip you like a coin from happy to sad, angry, or joyful to angry. Like, I shouldn't be that volatile. My energy shouldn't be that volatile. And it typically isn't. Something's gotten underneath my skin at some point in time. And it's evolved and grown into something that I'm going to have to reevaluate and work through. But to go from one temperament to another, I would caution you to pay close attention to your temperament, see how things are affecting you. And if you've noticed yourself maybe jumping to conclusions, snapping at someone, blaming someone else for something that's happened, to check yourself first. All right, I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to shuffle, give these a shuffle. Got Black Ballad, message retracted. Paranit, I want to know my talent purpose. What inner power I have. How can I know? So, I'm of the belief in the research I've done, the studies I've done, the studying I've done, not studies, that we are all born. It's a human condition to have inner power. I think being psychic or telepathic or telekinetic, all these things, they are something that we're born with, and that they're kind of squashed as we age. I don't know what your growing up was like, but when I had experiences, I wasn't called psychic, I was called psycho. Got the devil card. So people might see those talents. Maybe your culture, maybe your family sees those sorts of things as taboo. Maybe you have concern with that. But what I would say is those sorts of things, depending on how you plant the seeds. Are you planting them in service to your family? Are you planting them in service to material wealth? Are you planting those seeds to have those powers and gifts to hurt someone else? The moon. So there's going to be definite initiation is going to happen. Paranit, it's okay that you got disconnected. You can watch it on the replay. But I think when you say, I want to know my talent, my purpose, what inner power I have, how can I know? There's going to be some sort of initiation. And I can tell you, just getting up every morning and reading cards every day live instead of doing them personally, making that commitment to Spirit every morning for the last 40 plus days, my dreams have increased. The images that I get, my intuition, synchronicity has increased tenfold. So some sort of commitment or sacrifice, not, a positive sacrifice. Maybe you take something out of your diet, or you show up every day at a certain time and read your cards or meditate for a lengthened period of time in dedication to Spirit. And I think that you'll become aware of that. What's Siam, Roseanne, Virgo currently feeling towards? Okay, so we got a new question. PB Neat, I hope that helped you. I could go off on that for a really long time. But I think your power you're going to find in meditation, through initiation, through dedicating time to Spirit, and it's going to matter what your end result. What seeds are you planting? What are you trying to accomplish? Because I think it's something we're all born with. Okay, what is Ziam, Roseanne, Virgo currently feeling towards Nadia, Ramadia, Sad? Okay, pink is 2100. Thank you for subscribing. I saw that this morning that there was another subscriber. Queen of Cups. Okay, you wanted to know how Diane Roseanne Virgo is currently feeling towards Nadia. Okay. This person loves you, and there's no change in the situation. They have loved you. Am I saying you? It's not you, right? You're saying it's for Zayam Roseanne. I think there's a lot of love there, but I think those feelings have always been there. But they're more nurturing, maternal, like caring for, like, let me see if it's just the nurturing. We got the Queen of Wands reversed, just popped out on my Queen of Wands reversed. Five of Swords reversed. Pink is 21. I would watch this video on the playback. I had the card that was at the bottom of the deck was the Queen of Wands reversed, and what just flipped out was the Queen of Wands reversed, and it landed on top of it. I would watch this reading. I don't know if it will hit specifically your question, but that would be my thought. There may have been some conflict or something. I don't know if there's a personality conflict, an interest conflict, an age difference. I don't know what's happening. But there's something underlying in this relationship. Pink is 21, and it's been resolved. Regardless of the situation, this person has a lot of love for Nadira Ramadia Sag. I know I'm saying that wrong. Bottom of the deck, Three of Cups. But are you just friends? Let's see. Nine of Pentacles reversed. I think one of the people involved wants to stay single, wants to focus on themselves and their own interests. Pink is 21. Let me see if I can get anything else. No. Okay, overcoming regret from the past, celebration. So there's some history there, I think, between Ziam and Nadira. There might be some history there. All right, let me just review the chat one more time before I close the live to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Okay, I think we're good. All right, I hope you will enjoy your day. Please do comment. I haven't been able to get my live chat to show up in the replay. You're welcome to leave a comment, or I do call names out, so hopefully when you watch the video back, you'll know what message was directed at you. And I hope you'll have a great day. Thank you for showing up, and see you back here tomorrow at 7. Take care.